This season of Area Code Batavia is brought to you by Christine Hartman, a real estate broker with @Properties, Christie's International Real Estate, one of Chicagoland's most trusted brokers, helping you buy, sell, and invest in real estate. For more information and to see how much your home is worth, text HOME to 630-797-8421 or go to christinehartman.com or click the link in the show notes. This episode of Area Code Batavia is brought to you by Bulldog Plumbing Incorporated. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website in the show notes or give them a call at 630-313-9109. Hey everybody, you're listening to Area Code Batavia, a podcast about what it means to belong in Batavia. I am your host, Richard Clark. So I'm here with Jamie Saam. Jamie, you are both a sponsor and a former guest of Area Code Batavia. Go back and listen to the Start Something interview if you're listening and you haven't listened to that already, because it's very good. I was very happy with that. As a sponsor, you are the what of Bulldog Plumbing?
I am the owner of Bulldog Plumbing.
So we'll talk about that a little later. But What we're doing today is we're doing kind of a audio gift guide and tour of Batavia, shopping in Batavia. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk around and just shop a little bit. We're not actually purchasing anything today.
You never know. I did bring money.
There you go. So you might hear Jamie.
If your businesses are open, I'm coming.
She's just like going to throw money into the local community. So what we're doing, we're focused in particular on like places that you might not think to purchase things in Batavia, because like there are a lot of places people think of. Hearth and Hammer is one of them.
For sure.
The Mercantile, even Red Hive Market. These are places where they have gifts. It's obvious. But we're going to sort of explore lesser known places that you might buy things. And we're going to talk about who we're buying for and those kinds of things as we go. Yeah, give you some good ideas. And also like a sense of like you actually almost don't have to buy anything outside of the Batavia ecosystem.
Right, you really can. Just shop local.
You don't need to do Amazon if you don't want to.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
If your kid wants a Nintendo Switch or whatever.
That one you might have to get some from Target. But
I can't think of a local place that sells.
No, but if you're going to buy it from a place, buy it from the Target in Batavia. Because it's
Boom,
Batavia,
do it.
Right?
And pay for those bags.
That's right. Get that darn bag. We don't know where that money is going, but it's going somewhere good.
No, don't pay for bags. Bring your bags. It's good for the environment. That's the whole point.
That's
We're here at Thrown Threads.
Yes, Thrown Threads. Yes, they were a boardwalk shop for two different seasons, right? And my first thought they're not open right now, so I can't walk inside. But from the window, don't forget that they're on Batavia Avenue. Workshops. That's what I'm going to recommend.
Oh, like a workshop?
Yes, like a gift certificate.
Yeah, I love that.
So every single year, this isn't what I'm going to do this year, but every single year, a couple girlfriends and I do a favorite things dinner. And I have them over for dinner at my house. Make something delicious. Hopefully they think it's delicious. We'll see. And then we each bring one item or a grouping of items that's our favorite, but we buy it for everybody in the group.
Okay.
So if you have girlfriends, workshops would be a great one, right? So you could do a macrame workshop, gift certificate for each one of your girlfriends. I think that would be really fun.
Nice. And then they also do, like if you're just shopping around, they do have a lot of, I'm going to go over here. Yeah. We have a lot of really cool, actually, like pottery and things, macrame things, ornaments. I just got excited about that.
Oh, ornaments. Well, we talked about ornaments earlier. Everybody wants to know where the ornaments are.
Yeah.
And they are everywhere in downtown Batavia.
Yeah, if you want a Batavia ornament. Well, this doesn't seem to have a Batavia ornament. They're really nice ornaments, though.
But, so she's got everything from like a whole gift that you would give to somebody, but also stocking stuffers. I have an insane assortment of the little teaspoon rests.
We do too.
Okay, because they're my favorite.
I'm constantly washing those.
Yes, and you need them for every season.
Yeah.
So Megan, with Dirty Clay at Thrown Threads, makes those, and they're a wonderful gift.
Awesome. So you said we're on Batavia Avenue. For people who don't know roads like me, that's
31.
across from, sort of diagonal across from the library.
Yes.
Where New Moon Vegan is. So we're going to go into the stores we can, or at least the stores that make sense to go in. And New Moon is one of the first ones we go in. So tell us about what, there's coffee here.
Well, the first thing is the smell, because come on. If you want something warm and cozy, come to New Moon Vegan.
And to just get this out of the way, you can get gift cards at pretty much all these places.
Oh, yes. So gift cards, put that on your list. Those
Yeah.
are great stocking stuffers. Hard people to shop for. You can get gift cards in downtown Batavia for every business.
Yeah.
You can also get Batavia Chamber of Commerce does the Batavia Bucks, I think is what they're called, which
Okay.
basically are redeemable about any downtown, any Batavia business on their list.
Aren't they doing a special thing where you can like buy some, get some?
Yes, it's
How long does that go?
until they're sold out. So hopefully
Okay.
when you're listening to this, it's not sold out.
Okay.
And if you spend 50, you get 50 free.
We did that.
Me too.
It's a good idea.
Me too. Every year I run
Yeah.
over there and I get it. Okay, so New Moon Vegan though. Obviously you can buy delicious cupcakes.
Those might not
savories.
last in the stocking.
No, you don't want those in your stocking. I mean, I got in my stocking, you'd have to buy it the day of. But in the back corner, they have an assortment of fun items. And one of my favorite things here actually is the ugly noodles.
Oh, yeah, I was just noticing that.
So not a Batavia business, Geneva based,
But sold in
very, very local.
Yeah.
They're all handmade. The ones they have here are the dried ones, so they're shelf stable for a while.
Yeah.
My kids love them.
Huh.
And they come in all different fun shapes, and they're delicious. Those are good. You can
Nice.
take that home and
Yes.
have that for Christmas.
I'm just going to say the zine section is something I get really excited
Okay.
about because it's all kinds of stuff. It's the Dirty South caught my eye. Southern vegan eats. I'm not a vegan. And I should say, you can really enjoy yourself in New Moon Vegan,
yeah.
not being a vegan.
I'm not vegan.
I would highly suggest that. But there's just like a lot of really cool zines. And I'm just a zine fan because
Are you? Yeah.
I come like back in the day, I was like a big punk rock aesthetic guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to make zines at my school and
that.
hand them out.
That is
They
so
were
fun.
like lame zines, but they
No,
were
they were
zines
probably great.
nonetheless. So check them out.
That is a fun thing too. Yes. Yeah. And then they have snacks and different baking products. So, if you've got a chef in your life or someone who loves to cook and you want to get something creative, there is a great assortment here. I know like the glasses that they have in the store, the stickers that they have are all made by a local Batavian uplifter sticker. So again, you're shopping inside a Batavia store, supporting another Batavian.
Lots of holiday cards as well. You can
Yeah,
choose from.
actually.
Books, all kinds of. What do you call these? What are these called?
So that's Sage Stitch. She's another Batavian.
Oh, nice.
She's amazing, and she's in Red Hive as well. So she does sewing, but the ones here are all food themed. At Red Hive, she has some sassy little sayings and things like that, which are very fun.
Nice. All right, let's check out the next place. Another former guest. We'll be talking about or going into a lot of former guests' locations and some that might be future guests. But this next place is Beard's Guard, which I'm a real fan of. They're closed right now.
All three of the men that live in my house get their hair done here. Doug in particular, because he has a great beard, so he has to come here, and Tyler takes good care of him.
Yeah.
And I don't know a year that my stockings were not filled with Beard's Guard items. So
Nice.
beard balm. I buy my hairspray from here, so that
Nice.
you can, even a woman can shop here for products. They do have an assortment of other items like notebooks. Ooh, Dob Kit. You know what a Dob Kit is?
No.
It's like the bag with all your face products and things when you take it somewhere. So your razor.
Oh, okay.
So I can see it from the window. These beautiful canvas, I think, blue and gray bags.
Yeah.
I bought those for each of the boys one year, too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They also have a number of pieces of flair, is what they call them.
Oh, yeah.
Stickers, pins, patches, and in particular, a patch with a bird on it that says, "I poop on racists."
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
So I want that one.
Well, I hope Santa hears that you want that one.
No,
and it shows up on your stocking.
I don't actually poop on really anyone at all, but. All right, so we are walking now towards Beatitudes. Like, you know what? We forgot to talk at the beginning, and this is a good time to talk about it. So you work with a lot of local businesses.
Yes.
Your job at Start Something, and people listen to that episode, they would know. And you have a keen sense, I think, of the needs and challenges and struggles and ambitions of these businesses. Can you talk about why it's important for people in Batavia to shop in Batavia?
So shopping local isn't just a fad. It really is and should be a staple in any community. But the Batavia community has done such a good job focusing on shopping local and supporting and getting to know their local businesses here. So that's the key.
Yeah.
Is when you shop local, you're supporting somebody within your local community, within the Batavia community, most of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of our businesses here in Batavia are owned by Batavians or people within the area.
Yeah.
So when you spend your dollars in Batavia businesses, they stay locally.
Yeah, and
right?
aren't there studies that have specifically said, like, you buy something at a local business, it stays a certain amount
Yeah, I
in
think
the
it's
community?
like 75% of it stays within the community.
Yeah.
And what that means is, right? So when I shop Beatitudes where we're
Yeah.
walking into.
Yeah.
Addie Marconi is the owner. She lives upstairs. She lives right here in this building.
Oh, wow.
Where she has her business, right?
Okay, yeah.
So what is she going to do with her dollars? She's going to go out and she's going to eat at Lucky Joe's.
Yeah.
And she's going to have lunch there. So she's
Yeah.
reinvesting those dollars you spent within her business right back into the community. What else they do is they reinvest by sponsoring things within the community, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wearing my Bulldog football hoodie today.
Yeah.
Local businesses sponsor that and support our kids.
Yeah.
Support Chip In, support Batavia United Way.
Great.
So those
Yeah.
dollars all stay locally and create a vibrant economy and build our community.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah.
And also just you're getting to, there's also connection piece. You're getting to know people in your
Yes.
community, which helps you feel like you're a part of it, as opposed to sort of going out to some place that you're like doing the least possible interaction
Right.
with people. You're doing self-checkout, whatever
Yes.
it is, or you're clicking.
Amazon.
Yeah,
You're clicking a button, right?
Exactly.
You know, when you shop in a business in downtown Batavia, you probably meeting their daughter, you're meeting their one or two employees, and they all live within the local community. So
Yes.
you're interacting with the individuals who care
Yeah.
and love that business and
Yeah.
care and love the community. It's not Target.
Right.
Okay.
So here's the deal. I went in Beatitudes once and got completely
Lost?
You can get absolutely, in a good way. It's like if you like to explore, which is me, then go into Beatitudes because you
Yes.
will spend forever just finding things.
So Beatitudes, because a lot of people probably don't even know where it's at who are
Yeah.
listening to this.
Yeah.
Right on the corner of 31 and Wilson Street.
You've actually
is the
seen
big
it a million
painted lady.
times. Yeah.
Yes, the big
Yeah.
painted lady, right?
Yeah.
So that big Victorian house on the corner. There's plenty of parking always.
Yeah.
So you can park in the lot. You can park, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think the church lets people park there. Inside the space, it's an antique store mixed with new items as well, right? So Addie, who's been in this community forever, she has created a store, brought in additional vendors who sell, again, antiques, accessories, purses. Right now, I see a fuzzy hat and gloves, which I'm considering breaking into the store and grabbing because I'm freezing right now. But this is definitely a place for that person that you're looking for that unique find. And it is room upon room because
Yeah.
it's built into a Victorian house.
Yeah.
So each room you walk through, you would think about walking through a house,
Yeah.
is filled with treasures.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And like, this is probably the place. Okay, I feel like there are two categories of people I would buy something for here. One is like my mom.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of throwback things,
sure.
a lot of things that would like trigger a childhood memory for like our moms, but also for my kids. My son is like not obsessed. He's really interested in like retro toys and stuff.
Yes. I'm sure you could find that here.
And as a stocking stuffer or something,
Yeah.
I feel like not
Yeah.
as the present, but I think as a
Right.
stocking stuffer or something, he would be fascinated
For
by
him,
like,
you could come here.
Yeah.
You could do instrument exchange. He's got some little
there you go. Yeah.
tidbits that might work for that too.
That's good. Bocaditos is right across the street. We won't go into there. But yeah, if you've listened to that episode, you know that they sell things that could make great gifts.
They do. They actually have a lot of products from Argentina, right? They
Oh,
bring
yeah.
Argentine artisans. So
Yeah.
while Juliana and Sylvia both live here in Batavia, they bring in a mix of products from the country that they're from.
We're passing special occasion,
Yes.
which Christmas is a special occasion.
Oh, it is a special occasion. Maybe you should consider getting a fancy dress for someone in your life. But really, when you go into special occasions, because we're talking about some hidden gems, while obviously we all adore the windows at special occasions, when you walk in and head toward the cash wrap, Mary, the owner, another Marconi,
Okay, nice.
happens to have tons of accessories, purses, and other items that are shoppable also. So
Nice.
that person that likes a little sparkle in your life, special occasions may be a good
Accessories.
place. Accessories. Jewelry.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I went into Farmdale Flowers for the first time the other day. Man, it's beautiful when you look in the window. We're just having a look in the window because they're not open. But first of all, it looks like they have a lot of ornaments.
It looks like Christmas inside there.
It really
It
does.
looks like what I picture the North Pole workshop to look like.
There's like an overwhelming beauty.
It's amazing. And if
They
you
literally
are
sell jingle bells. I'm getting so excited looking
wait,
in here.
you didn't know about the jingle bells?
No.
Another thing I bought last year. Those I've never seen them before.
Okay.
They are beautiful hand-stitched leather. Like the belt part is hand-stitched leather.
Yeah.
With these brass bells on them.
Uh-huh.
And last year, I don't know if he does this year because I haven't been in there since he put them up. But they had gold bulldogs on them, so I bought them for everybody in our
nice.
family. They're wonderful.
They've got cards, they got all kinds of stuff, but you will definitely be able to find the loved one in your life something really nice.
This, I think, is a really good place for host gifts.
Yeah.
So if you're going to somebody's house for an event, or if you're hosting,
Yeah.
he has this insane assortment of placemats.
Okay.
And I know whenever I have friends over for dinner, I like to do a little throwback, make it so fancy and fun. We use the china, everything like that. The placemats here just add a little something special. He's got matching napkins that go with it. They're festive. They're beautiful. Yeah. You have to stop in Farm Dog and see all the different things that you wouldn't know were here.
Awesome.
Really quick, as we're walking downtown.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I think we're walking is because it is really walkable to shop local in downtown Batavia.
Yeah.
But they
just bundle up.
Yes, bundle up. Wear good gloves.
Yeah.
But they just finished putting up all the garland and the trees, and you can smell the pine in the air when you're walking. I don't know if you can, but I got a whiff of it. I love it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they were putting it up, I think, as we were getting ready to leave.
Yes. So we did walk past the Depot Museum.
Okay, I'm going to set you up.
Oh, okay.
They don't sell gifts at the Depot Museum, do they?
They do.
Oh, what?
I know. Isn't it surprising? You think it's just all historical? A couple years back, they have windmill kits. So because we're the windmill capital of the world, they actually sell, I think it's 2 or 3 different types of windmill kits that your kids can build. So if you're Lego kids, I think that would be a really cool project.
I love that.
They have mugs, they have T-shirts, they have hats, they have puzzles. They have the Skaters on the Pond puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really cool one.
I love that. Is that
I got that for the in-laws.
That's from the cover of
the New York Post?
That's it.
Is that right?
With that guy is usually who paints it. What's that guy's name?
That makes the towns look so cute, but it wasn't him. He didn't do that one. It's the old.
It's a brutal.
Rockwell?
Norman Rockwell.
Thank
Norman
goodness.
Rockwell.
We got it.
So it's the magazine that Norman Rockwell usually paints stuff for.
Yes.
But it's a different guy, and he did the cover, and it's of the skating.
Yeah, the image was in the winter when the Depot freezes. Really, it was part of the river.
Yeah.
But we all say it's the Depot.
Yes.
When it freezes, it had a bunch of people on there skating,
Yeah.
and they've replicated it in a puzzle form. So,
Nice.
if you have in-laws or anybody that loves to do puzzles, that's a good option.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Batavia Bulldogs, because if you don't have a kid going there, you might be a fan of the football team.
Yes.
They're in the playoffs right now. That's very exciting.
It is very exciting.
They're probably going to win the championship.
That's right, we are.
That will happen.
Yes.
So you're going to want to represent.
Yes.
Where do you get Bulldog stuff?
So throughout the year, it is pretty cool, especially if you've got a kid in the program.
Yeah.
They're constantly sending us links to order things with the boosters program, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I have a spirit
So you
wear
might
closet
already
at
know.
my home,
Yeah.
right? But as you mentioned, there's so many people in our community that just love the team because the tagline is one team, one town, right? Because we have one high school and everybody supports that one team,
Love
right?
it.
And it's just that camaraderie. Sometimes we call it Batavia, Texas, right? So if you're not a Bulldog parent, though, you don't always get those links. You don't always get that opportunity. So downtown, though, in order to buy Bulldog apparel, really the only place, and somebody can correct me, they can post in your notes if I'm forgetting somewhere. The only place I know of to get Bulldog apparel in downtown, official Bulldog apparel, yes, licensed through the high school, and I'll talk about that in a sec, is Walgreens.
Okay.
Right? And I know I mentioned if you can't find something at a local business, then at least shop those big boxes within our own community. So Walgreens in downtown Batavia is a great option for that. They have pajama pants, socks, hats, T-shirts. I think they have sweatshirts, gloves. They have an assortment. I bought stuff for, again, the in-laws, grandparents. That's always a good gift for the holidays if they come to your kids' games. The other option is we have a couple local makers within our community who also license with the school.
Yeah.
So Pine Street Creative and then Blank Creations both do apparel, and you could go to their websites.
Okay.
The high school, in order to work with the high school, you have to go through their communications department, Holly Deachman, she's amazing. Yeah. And get an agreement because there is a portion that goes back to the school to support our boosters and our Bulldog football team.
Nice.
I think sports, athletics in general.
We mentioned Chamber Bucks the other day.
Yes.
If you want to go and pick up Chamber Bucks, so it's next door to the Walgreens.
It
In
is.
case you didn't know that, because it's not a giant sign out there that says Chamber of Commerce.
Too. Yeah, and we're finding there's a signage issue in downtown Batavia.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
So Google the businesses first so you know where their locations are.
Yeah.
But the old post office building houses the Chamber of Commerce. And you can walk right in, and the ladies are pretty much there Monday through Friday. I'd say 10 to I know they work longer.
They're
and later,
usually
but-
there when I go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can purchase chamber bucks from them.
Cool. This episode, by the way, is sponsored by Bulldog Plumbing. And I thought we'd just talk about that here and now since you're here. So it's cold. What can plumbing do about that?
Oh, it is cold.
What can Bulldog Plumbing do about that?
What can Bulldog Plumbing do about the cold? Yeah, you want to stay warm in your house, right? And one of the best
I would like to do that.
Yeah, when you walk in, obviously you want your heat working.
Yes.
But you're still like chilled to the bone.
Yes.
A hot shower is nice.
Okay, this is really important actually because I grew up having to take really fast showers. And if I was taking a bath, I would have to like wait forever for it to heat up.
That's
showers literally would have to take 5 minutes.
And is that because you had a lot of people in your house? Or
No, it was just something about our water heater
didn't last
was
long.
not great.
Okay.
My mom, if she hears this, is going to be so embarrassed.
Oh, it's okay.
But
a lot of people have
and
this problem.
You couldn't wash dishes at the same time. We would constantly have to be like, stop, don't flush, all that stuff, the whole thing. So this is important. People don't know. And my son also has started showering in the mornings now, and he loves it so much. And I think sometimes about how different that would be if we had to like manage the hot water.
Yes, the amount of hot water you got.
Yeah.
So a tankless water heater will help with that. Well, modern, just regular water heaters are probably better. A new one, buy one today, and that's going to give you at least a couple hot showers. A tankless gives you indefinite hot water.
Infinite hot water.
Yes, it is. It is
that
just
sounds
constant.
nice. Yeah.
They're a little pricier up front.
Okay.
But they're much more energy efficient, just more efficient in general for your home. And if you're going to be in your house for longer than 5 years, you're going to end up paying it off.
So if you plan on being here,
if you're not moving in the next couple of years, a tankless water heater is a good option for you because it's a good expense.
Cool.
You're going to appreciate it. You're going to appreciate that much more consistent hot water. But the fact that you can run the dishwasher, you can do a little laundry, you can take a shower. Your son can take a really long shower because that's what they do.
Yeah. Who should they call to get what is it called?
Tankless.
A tankless water heater.
Yes, they should give Bulldog Plumbing a call, 630-313-9109.
And tell them area code Batavia sent you.
That's right, you should.
All right.
Hopefully Claire will answer the phone and you let her know and she'll be very happy to hear that.
That's good. And now it's time for another installment of Settling In with Christine Hartman. On each installment of Settling In, we'll spend a couple of minutes diving deeper into what it means to make Batavia home, with insights and advice from our title sponsor, local real estate expert Christine Hartman of App Properties Christie's International Real Estate. This week, a conversation about the unspeakable. What happens when people are looking to move away from Batavia? How often are you dealing with people who are leaving Batavia?
Often, probably a little bit more than half of my business is people that are selling their home. So I do help a lot of buyers, but I help a lot of sellers as well.
What's that like for them? Like, how are they feeling about that? It must be awful.
It is awful. Well, Batavia is so easy to love. And so it is very sad in a lot of ways. People who end up leaving tend to be moving towards the Florida, Tennessee direction.
Really? Mm-hmm. This is interesting.
Yeah.
There's actually a trend that they're moving south.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Or they're, either downsizing, a trigger point for people in our state in general because of its lovely property taxes.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
Is once their children are out of high school and they are now not having children in their home, they end up moving to like a Tennessee or a Florida where property taxes are significantly lower. You know, as a Batavian with children in school, I am happy to pay the property taxes because it goes towards such beautiful schools.
Yeah.
But I can understand, and I hear this all the time from sellers, like, oh, my kids aren't in school anymore. You know, this is the time for us to leave, which is, you know, there's plenty of buyers looking to move into Batavia, so it doesn't take long to sell their home, but that is one of the things that people talk to me about.
You want to make an argument not to do that?
Oh my gosh, well, there's so many. Batavia is such a beautiful community. People are very sad about it. They end up spending a lot of their life here. I think people who live in Batavia, I think, have been here significantly longer than potentially other areas. And I find that to be true in general in the Fox Valley. There's a lot of family history here. There's a lot of people that even you have interviewed that have long legacies of family lines within the area. So I think it's hard for them to leave because of that. And the argument is this is well worth everything that you pay to be in this state and to this community.
Christine Hartman is a real estate broker with At Properties Christie's International Real Estate, one of Chicagoland's most trusted brokers, helping you buy, sell, and invest in real estate. For more information and to see how much your home is worth, text HOME to 630-797-8421 or go to christinehartman.com or click the link in the show notes.
So we talked about Walgreens in the Chamber.
Yeah.
Right in that same area across the street is Boji Bikes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
if you're looking at a big gift for that person you really love in your life,
Yep.
an e-bike is killer.
Yes. And they probably sell bike accessories too, right?
Yes.
I would think.
Yes. So I have an e-bike that I bought from them when they first opened, and I bought these cool saddlebags to go on the back so I could cart all my local goods.
Okay.
They have all the different accessories, helmets, blocks.
Yeah.
They also do tune-ups. And then one thing that's really cool, I don't know how you'd gift this per se, but they do winter storage because those e-bike batteries aren't supposed to be left outside.
Yeah.
You know, so if your garage gets cold and you don't take your battery out, it could explode or something.
Yes.
So they do e-bike storage over the winter.
I did not know that.
Yep.
That's brilliant, actually.
Really smart. Steve from Boji Bikes. Just go in and talk to him. He's
Love
pretty
Steve.
amazing. He's
Steve's
awesome.
great. Yeah. Okay, so we're over at Limestone. Our first guest on Area Code Batavia was Limestone, and we're going to awkwardly walk in and record a podcast.
Yes, we are.
Believe it or not, Limestone has gifts. Crowded as ever in here.
Yeah, the hustle bustle of Limestone.
Already, I'm just seeing there's a ton of Batavia ornaments over
Yes.
here. So when you walk in, you probably know this. It's like a blur when
Laser
you walk
focus,
in. Yeah,
straight
they
to
want
the
the coffee.
coffee.
You're half asleep anyway. So talk about what's available right when you walk in.
So right when you walk in to the left, stop and take a look because not only can you get little bags of the teas that they sell, they work with Watershed Soaps, another Batavia business, another Batavia resident who has a business here. And they mix their limestone blend coffee and make soaps, which are great stocking stuffers. Everybody's been asking about Batavia ornaments. Where can we get Batavia ornaments? Here's one of the many locations. They work with that Pine Street creative that I mentioned for Bulldog here. And that's who does their ornaments. Just, within the last month, they launched this Batavia mug that's done by Ashley Ann, is she a high school student, I believe?
I don't know.
I think that's correct. Again, you can comment below if I'm giving misinformation, but oh no, she's a mom and an artist. She just looks youthful. That's why I thought she was a girl. You look good.
Like
Girl, you look good. But it's an awesome hand. She's an artist. She drew a bunch of Batavia features, created this mug. I think it sold out once already. But great option for somebody that you know loves this community because it's got things on it like the depot, the river, the Peace Bridge. Everybody loves the Peace Bridge.
Have the Peace Bridge.
A bulldog, volleyball. They've got other mugs, candles, and then of course the Limestone gear, right? If you want to represent, if you love shopping local, you love representing local. Limestone's got great t-shirts, hats that they had designed by, I think they put it out, right? The hats and the t-shirts to the community to have cool designs created.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I think you can buy the beans here too, right? Can't you just you can buy beans. Coffee is always a great gift.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where are the beans?
I think you have to ask them because I think they package them fresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which also housed within the same building. I think the shopping mecca of Batavia is this, I forget what it's called, Riverside Commons, I think, is the building. Downstairs is Gun Barrel Coffee. So you can get beans down there and an assortment of veteran created products. Then we've got Paula's Couture Consignment in the building. Red Hive Market, who's also another fabulous.
So we're going to walk past Red Hive Market. We're not going to talk at length about them because we just had them on the show, but I think that's the most no-brainer place to go and look for
everyone.
For gifts. It's just like
there
is literally something for everyone. Like they have video game controller holders in there. They have a geek store. So they have all the stuff you're aware that they have. Then they have candy, stocking stuffers.
Totally.
Oh my gosh, there's plenty.
Last year they did really cool. The candy shop in there did really cool advent calendars. So if you're looking for a locally made advent calendar, they also had those.
Nice. All right. All right, we're walking past Pretty Pages and Mojo. Tell us about that.
Do we want to stop in? She's open.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi, Molly. Hi.
Hello.
So we're walking around and you happen to be open and it's warm and cozy.
It's so nice in here.
It is so nice. The wind stopped. So Pretty Pages and Mojo were both boardwalk shops, now in a brick and mortar, right?
I remember that.
Which is awesome. You know, again, a plethora of cards. Melly's amazing. She makes a lot of the stationery and things in this section over here. It's kind of divided into 2 sections.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mojo with all the bags, wallets, lots of good stocking stuffer options, but big gifts too. So I think walking in here, you walk past the windows, they're always beautifully decorated. Some of my favorites.
It's my favorite thing to do is just like look at what is the window. How often do y'all change those up? Every month. Okay. It feels like every week to me. I don't know why. It's always something new there.
She do that they hand make these.
I can't imagine.
Like, can you see those? They cut those out.
That's crazy.
And painted them.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
And every
cool.
time is like better than the last time, in my opinion.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. But you can get your wrapping paper here. Turn right around.
Oh, genius.
I know. So even if you accidentally bought all your gifts at all the other stores, you can wrap those gifts.
You can come here for wrapping paper.
Yes, you can.
That's good.
Yeah. Bookmarks, good things for teachers. We haven't really talked about teacher gifts yet.
This is an excellent place to buy a teacher gift, I think.
Yes. Melly, you started with the wreaths, the paper decoration.
Yeah, the book trees were the very first thing I ever started with.
Oh, wow.
The rest came from there. But now pretty much all of the cards and all of the notebooks are all designed here in-house.
I love it. It's awesome.
Nice.
So I don't know if you guys get gifts for your pets.
I don't have pet.
Oh, you don't have a
We
pet?
want one desperately.
Oh, I can give you one of mine. She's awesome, amazing, the most best dog ever.
And that's why you're giving her away.
For free.
And our kids would take her in a
Her
second.
name's Reba. She's Southern. She fits with you.
I love Southern dogs.
Right. You like them.
I like
better
the accent.
from the South.
Our kids are at the point where they would give up all Christmas presents to get a dog. Which is almost cost effective in the moment, but then you have to pay
It's a
for
lifelong
dog stuff.
responsibility. Yeah. But I mentioned the dog collars because I don't know that they'll be open when we walk by, but Cato and Company.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So cat dog is what Cato stands for.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that was how they.
Someone told me that. I hope it's the truth.
I mean, it makes sense when you think about it.
When they said it, mind blown.
So technically, it's called Cat Dog and Company.
Yeah.
Formally, that's the.
But on the window, it's CADO and Company.
Cato and Company.
Cato and Company.
Got it.
Another great option for those pet lovers.
So we're at Healing Arts. Well, it says on the thing, Healing Arts Holistic Wellness.
But then there says Healing Arts Metaphysical Center.
All right.
Again, signage in Batavia.
Yeah.
It keeps you guessing.
This is such a classic Batavia establishment, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know how long. They've been here for quite some time.
Yeah.
This is definitely a shop that I don't think a lot of people think about shopping in.
Yeah.
The majority of their business is workshops.
Okay.
So they do, as you can see in the sign right here, they do a lot of full moon ceremonies, gong meditations, things like that. Gift certificates, always a good option. But they have an insane assortment. If you have people that are into the energy of crystals, they have a great crystal selection. They have wellness and holistic items, jewelry. What else? Essential oils. Thank
Essential
you.
oils is big, and CBD,
Yeah,
which I've
come
thought
back
about lately.
Come back this way, and we'll talk about
CBD
that.
caramels. I should probably invest in
You're
those.
going to start doing
Edible CBD, I guess. Incense. It smells so good in
It
here.
does smell really good in here, doesn't it? You can spend a while in here because you're going to be looking at everything. They have great information about everything. Like I'm looking at what is this one? The Archangel Uriel. And then
A lot
they
of
have
angel
all
things,
the
actually.
definitions and the explanations of them.
Yeah. Cool. The Batavia Academy of Dance is probably known, especially in the holiday season, for having real ballerinas in the windows.
Yes.
And you do a double take, you assume they're fake and then they
you
turn
do.
out to be
But they're
real.
amazing and they're beautiful. And the weekend after Thanksgiving
Yeah.
is the celebration of lights.
Okay.
And they always have their ballerinas in the window those nights.
Yeah.
Those are wonderful.
Nice.
But the reason I wanted to stop here is because if you have a dancer in your life, they actually sell dance apparel,
Okay.
Shoes, things like that. And you don't have to be a dancer at Batavia Academy of Dance in order to shop here.
Got it.
So it is a good spot.
You just
for
walk
that
in and shop?
Yep, you can just
Okay.
walk in and shop.
Cool.
One of the newest retail businesses in downtown Batavia is 63rd Street Apothecary.
Yeah.
It's just down from Pretty Pages and Mojo, and it's soaps, candles, body products.
Yeah.
She's a Batavian, but the first time I think she told me that she lived on 63rd Street in Chicago
Oh, okay.
when she got her first candle making kit from someone as a
Oh,
gift.
beautiful.
And
I
then
love
decided to start doing that.
Yeah.
But that was years ago, and now
Yeah.
it's developed into this business. And when she saw that space was available, she snatched it right up because she really wanted to expand and grow.
That's cool.
So I have her hand soap in my bathroom right now at home.
Okay,
It
nice.
smells delightful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if you want to smell so many places you can go to
You
smell
can smell good. Batavians should smell amazing.
Yeah, just wafts between the pine and everything.
Yes.
A lot of good smells.
Especially in the winter, you don't smell the river stink. So
I'm going to say 2 words and then we're going to move on because this is such a no-brainer. I alluded to it earlier. Boardwalk shops.
yes,
Check them out.
That's all we gotta say.
They have signs on them that tell you what they sell. So
Santa's coming. Santa is coming to the boardwalk shop.
Oh, when's that?
I think Sundays in December.
Oh, okay.
So-
So when you listen to this, that's good. That's good timing.
I think it's 12 to 2 p.m. every Sunday in December.
Yeah.
Not the one after Christmas, obviously, because he'll be sleeping after he flies around the world.
Sweet. We're standing outside of Torabellas. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, it's the right way to pronounce it.
Thank you. That's my southern Italian accent.
Great, great. So we're in the middle of River Street, and River Street is a great place to come if you're shopping for everybody. We talked a little bit about Cato and Company. They're not open right now, but definitely for the pet lovers in your life, they do have some pet products, but more geared toward people who want to wear their pet on them.
They probably
hanging
have
on their
others.
wall.
They have a ton of. I mean, I wish I had gone in there previously because it feels like they would. Like the big obvious stuff is like the pet clothes, but they probably have pet.
They do.
Things that
they
you
have
need as well.
collars, leads, things like that. They have bubbles. They're meat flavored bubbles for your pet, which
What?
yes.
Incredible. That's actually genius.
So you blow the bubbles, your dog like chases
Yeah,
it.
get that for a
Right.
Christmas present.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So go to Cato and Company for that. We've got Katrina's Salon and Spa right next door. And that one I want to mention because that is definitely one you wouldn't think about to go in.
Yeah.
She's an Aveda carrier. So if you've got a 14-year-old like me who has fancy hair, he loves his Aveda products
Nice.
for his hair.
Nice.
But my favorite thing there is their cherry pit neck warmer. So
Okay.
you throw it in the microwave for 3 minutes, put it on your sore neck, sit there with your cozy slippers on the couch.
Yeah.
Awesome gift for people. It has this like fragrance that's amazing
Uh-huh.
because it's the cherry pits. It smells so good.
Wow.
So you've got good stuff in there.
It's literally made of cherry pits.
Literally made of cherry
I thought it was a
pits.
brand name.
No.
Oh, that's
I know. It's like those rice packets
Intriguing.
except for cherry pits.
okay.
And rice smells weird, but
Yeah.
cherries smell lovely.
Okay, I'm resonating with
I know
that
you
now.
got this. And it's like this velvety red.
I want that for Christmas.
Okay. See, we're making a list for you.
Yep.
Then down the street, what do we got? Instrument Exchange and the bookshop. They're right next door to each other.
Yeah.
So the bookshop, James, he owns that. They're open just on the weekends, used books, but he does gift certificates. Great place for that unique gift when you know somebody who is a reader. Instrument Exchange, obviously, they sell instruments, but he also has this odd collection of
The table when you
collectibles.
walk
the
in.
table, yes.
Yeah, this is genius.
I
I don't know.
know.
Oh, no, I need to ask. How does he get this stuff? Because it just seems so random and it's always replenished and it's
Stuff.
usually pretty affordable stuff
Yes,
too.
very affordable stuff.
Yeah.
He started doing it, I think, when we moved the farmer's market here.
It's like a little toy store.
It is. They're always little toys.
They always got
We're little
harmonicas
tchotchkes.
as well. I
Yes.
think I bought my
yes.
kid a
Things that you
harmonica.
give for other people's
Kazoos.
kids.
Big
Yes,
kazoo place.
Kazoos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got the tea tree. So Missy has a collection of loose leaf teas, essential oils, olive oils and vinegars, spices.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is always for my boys. Tucker, my 17-year-old, loves tea, so I always get him some
Yeah.
different teas. I always do the like white cheddar powder, the cheddar powder, garlic powder, and then I put together a popcorn basket for them.
Mm-hmm.
You can get all that at the tea tree.
I got a story I want to tell about that as we
Yes.
walk this direction. I went to the Main Strength conference this past week,
Yes.
and as part of the swag was from Tea Tree.
Oh.
And it was a sleep room spray, which I was very
lovely.
excited about because for a long time to get my daughter to sleep, we were spraying quote unquote sleep spray on her bed.
Oh. It was fake though?
But it was fake, so we were just spraying fake sleep spray.
Oh my gosh.
Now we have real sleep spray, and
It's calming.
it causes her to think,
That she's
you know,
going
it's
to sleep.
real and it smells good and
Yes.
all of that.
We're in front of Urban Style. I don't want to walk in because they have all their salon clients.
Yep.
Now, obviously, they sell hair products and hair care items, brushes, things like that. They also have a great small assortment of a clothing line that they carry, as well as jewelry.
Okay.
So it's definitely a good place to stop in. Alex, she curates the items, like the clothing and the jewelry items.
Yeah.
And she has a great sense of style.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something unique, women's clothes, jewelry, Urban Style is a good spot to stop in. They do gift cards too, which are great because who doesn't want a spa gift card?
Nice. Okay, we are walking towards what I would call, I'm just making this up,
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's
like
a
it.
thing,
No.
Brewery Row.
Oh, hey. Yes.
Let's coin it.
Let's be prophetic with that and get some more brewery.
I think, yeah, no kidding. I think realistically, this is called the Arts District, right?
Yes.
Are we entering the Arts District?
Yes, entering into the Arts District.
Nice. So I'm just going to say this. I would encourage everyone to choose a place where you're a regular. For me, it's Sturdy Shelter.
Yes.
I did a live show there that ingratiated me to the owners and to the people who worked there. And so I felt comfortable and I chose it and now I'm there. And I'm actually neighbors with Graham and Alexa, who are bartenders. Is that what they're called? Hospitality people there.
Yeah, they have different positions.
They do a lot of stuff.
They do. They're very ingrained in that business.
Yeah. And so I'm a big fan of Sturdy Shelter. But the reason I bring it up is both Sturdy Shelter, I know about Sturdy Shelter, you can talk about Grainology, but they both have gifts if you like those places, right? So Sturdy Shelter in particular has a lot of merch like hats and really anything you would
They've
want.
got bags, I think.
I want it all. I
And
have
the
a hat.
growlers. I mean,
I have like a winter baseball cap.
For one of our friends' birthday, we did that. What do they call it? The Sturdy Friends, or it's that package where you get the growler every month.
Oh, yes.
So like that's a great gift.
Oh, man.
You know, it's a little bit pricier, but that's a good like husband-wife gift.
Yes.
Good friend gift.
Yes.
But Grainology, which is down and around the corner, down Flynn, they also do T-shirts for sure. You can buy the Tall Boys to Go.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
And I think eventually, not yet, but they will sell their bourbon, their spirits.
Ooh.
They just can't do that yet. They're in the process of that.
Good.
So that's going to be really cool. Batavia made spirits.
Yeah. Batavia made bourbon makes me flinch as someone who lived in Kentucky for a while and feels like you're not allowed to do that.
You are, though.
But no, you're not.
Made in the U.S. They even have the bottle and bond. They have, so I did a tour with them after an event, and they actually have the cage with the locks on the outside. So once they start distilling, because that bottle and bond law is that it can't leave. Once the process is started, it can't leave until it's bottled.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's like certifying it, because way back in the day when liquor was sneaky and they put weird things in it, you know?
Yes.
It's to prevent that. So they even have that whole setup. So it's legit. It's going to be legit.
Yeah.
Illinois-made bourbon.
If I would buy bourbon anywhere outside of Kentucky, it would be in Batavia for sure. Okay, where are we now?
Urban Apothecary and Fat Sam's. This is right on the corner of First Street and Shumway. So we're looking at Sturdy Shelter. We can see that. We're looking down the road. Hearth and Hammer's right down the road. Cheryl Cryer, another Batavia lady. You talked about the CBD and those products. This is the place to come for all of that.
Nice.
She is brilliant, makes wellness products, has an assortment of CBD. She does have THC products in there as well because she's licensed. And then partners with a lot of artisans to carry products there, does body products, things like that are all CBD infused. A lot of pain management products in here with the CBD infused. My dad, he has neuropathy. So she makes the CBD, I think it's a lotion. That helps to reduce the pain and inflammation.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
And then on the other side of, in her same space, she
it's
also
like
does
one
pet
big
products.
store. Yeah.
So she does, like, if you've got a dog that has anxiety or anything that spooks them, those CBD dog treats are awesome for them.
Oh, genius.
Yes.
Calm your dog down.
Calm your dog down.
So along the lines of boardwalk shops, in my opinion, in terms of no-brainer places to find gifts, is Hearth and Hammer.
Of course, yes.
I think, we would just highly recommend, A, they just sell a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of really good gifts. But B, there is no cozier place to shop in the holiday season.
The vibe is so fabulous.
It's an incredible vibe.
One of my favorite things about Hearth and Hammer, not only do they have their fabulous candle line and all the other curated products that they bring in, but they have their Batavia made line.
Okay.
Which Andy and Annie own it, obviously. He designs all of that line, which is one of my favorite things I bought was this green pheasant shirt, which was the athletic department back in the day in Batavia High School. Okay. It's no longer in existence.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, a lot of inside things. Yes. Insider history references and stuff. I love that. Kiss the Sky. What a fun place to just browse.
It is a fabulous place. And Steve is amazing.
So for your music lover.
Hey.
Hi.
Have you met Richard?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, right now we're just doing a Shop Local Batavia podcast. So now you can ignore us because we're just going to be in here for a minute.
So right off the bat, I'm noticing Bluey the album is on sale here.
Okay.
So that's good if you have.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If you have kids and a record player.
Well, and right next to it is the Barbie album, right? But then you look and you got Peter Gabriel. You got, I don't even know who all these other people are.
Hermanos Gutierrez.
I don't know him. But I think people probably, I saw someone somewhere post, oh, they've got all those used records. Yes and no. He has some, but there's also brand new releases.
I'm like so impressed by how much they have everything.
Right. And you can get vinyl. I think you can buy CDs if you're still one of those guys.
Yeah.
He has record players that you can buy. They've got, you could get tapes. And then he has like a funky vintage section of like band t-shirts and things like that too.
They got a bunch of stuff in the back too that's just like random. I always like to look at it.
Yeah, but see, turntables. I mean, we did that for my stepson. We bought him, he got into vinyl one year.
Nice.
And we bought him a turntable here.
Kicking off as a year of vinyl.
Exactly. I think that's all it was. Now all the records are at my house. But that's the thing. You have to be creative.
Yeah.
I know we've talked a lot about teenage boys because I feel like every other category is a little bit easier than that.
Uh-huh.
So really, I just wanted to talk about the fact that you really can buy something for everyone.
Yes. Certainly for the music lover, this is a great option. Cool. Water Street has stuff to buy, right?
Yes. So Water Street Studios right next to Kiss the Sky.
For the art lover.
For the art lover, for that person that you like has everything.
Yeah.
A piece of local art.
Yes.
They've got big pieces, obviously, if you've got discretionary funds, but they do have little items in their gallery and in their store area. So you can walk in, I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, and shop Water Street as well.
Awesome. I'm going to challenge people to rethink how they think about Christmas gifts, because one of the ways I tend to think about it is like, here's a list of people I've got to buy things for. Now, what would that person want? What would that person want? What I'm learning is I'm seeing all of these places, all of these things, and go, you know who that would be good for? I think starting with the gift, which is a little counterintuitive, but I think doing that makes you think of people who would appreciate a certain thing. Yes. And maybe you end up buying things for people you hadn't even thought of.
Yeah, that, and I'll challenge that even further. That's great for Christmas, but gifts throughout the year.
Yeah, yeah.
So all year round, these places are open. You don't just have to shop them during the holidays.
Good point. That's great. Last thing I'll say. Gift guides are complicated and they have some tension built in because you don't want Christmas to be about consumerism, capitalism. It can start to feel gross. One way to solve for that is buy local. Yes. You're inherently contributing to something that you know is valuable. The other thing I would say, and this is a total left out of left field thing. Yes. But my church is doing something called the Advent Conspiracy, or talking about something called the Advent Conspiracy. Cool. And it's this idea of like undercutting the whole thing, but instead of buying someone gifts, contribute to a cause, do service, help people, that kind of a thing. It doesn't have to be binary. You can do both, right? But like changing the focus a little bit in that direction. Celebrating event. If you listen to this podcast, you know we have so many organizations here in Batavia. Chip in Batavia is one that stands out to me, but there's a United Way, all kinds of like local Batavian organizations that you can contribute to in your name and someone else's name for Christmas. If you know someone who would actually appreciate that, I think that's something to think about.
That's a great gift. The food pantry at one point had done a reverse advent calendar where each day you filled a bag with grocery items that you were going to donate. So every day of Advent, you put something into this bag and eventually donated it.
That's good. So be mindful as you're shopping around.
Don't just support the local businesses, support everything local.
But keep the money in Batavia.
Yes, keep that money right here.
All right.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening to Area Code Batavia. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. If you enjoyed this podcast, you should absolutely subscribe to the newsletter. Not only will we let you know when a new episode is out, but you'll also receive a weekly list of 5 concrete ways to belong in Batavia. Just click the link in the show notes. Most importantly, if you know someone who would love to hear this podcast, please share it with them. Word of mouth is the best way to grow our community and help more people feel like they belong in Batavia, Illinois. Area Code Batavia is produced by Area Code Audio. It's hosted and produced by me, Richard Clark, with additional production help from Jennifer Clark. Edited and mixed by Matt Linder.